10 secrets for a happy life, no matter how old you are. Let the light in. A happy life is neither chance, nor sheer blessing, nor destiny. While it might be true that the foundation for our existence is laid in the cradle, how we play the hand that fate has dealt us is up to us alone. And there are a few tricks and shortcuts that can immediately make living easier and markedly improve your quality of life. In today's video, we'd like to introduce 10 of them. Number 1. Spend time with friends and family on a regular basis. Throughout our lives, we tend to value our inner circle far too little. Family members, in particular, often don't get the appreciation they deserve until after they've passed away. We don't have an unlimited time with our loved ones. Not all of us will live to a ripe old age, including perhaps ourselves. The more joyful and carefree time we make to spend with the people who love and support us unconditionally, the better our balance of happiness. There are not many people in our lives before whom we can be unfiltered and not have to check our words in advance for political correctness and social acceptability. In other words, weigh our words carefully. It's a sad but true fact that being allowed to be who we are is a privilege and not a matter of course. Number 2, say goodbye to expectations. Many things we do only out of calculated effort with a certain intention in mind. We don't pursue most private commitments for fun or pleasure, but because we hope to get some sort of return from them at a later date. The principle of I scratch your back, you scratch mine may function well in the workplace, but in our personal lives, we too often become begrudging and driven slaves who no longer know what selflessness is or a genuine willingness to help. Yet, doing good is kind of like a boomerang. It brings more positive energy into our lives than we invested initially. Provided, of course, that this was not precisely the intention behind our actions, that our altruism was only feigned. Karma knows the difference. We should too. Number 3, invite your inner child out to play more often. Who says playing is just for kids? When did we sign up for adult lives where we can't have hobbies purely for enjoyment? Not every leisure activity has to have the ulterior motive of physical fitness, attitude adjustment, or an educational component. In fact, we should treat ourselves to bursts of fun that catapult us right back to the carefree days of our childhood, at least for a few moments. Number 4, harness the power of community. Granted, not all humans are made to live in company, although we are by nature designed to be social beings. In the modern era, we can still enjoy that protection that living in a group gives us. Interaction with one another, being helpful, and the mere cultivation of interpersonal contacts are important for our emotional and psychological balance. We may not always realize it, but every conversation with another person is of value to us. Not only do we learn from these, but we also frequently come to see our own happiness from a different perspective in the face of the misfortune of others. Number 5, make lifelong learning your motto. Our brains are eager for knowledge. In fact, they can atrophy if they are only fed the same information all the time. Stay curious and learn about new countries, languages, and cultures. Talk to the younger generations. They're a source of new information and accompanying challenges for our minds. Visit places you've never been, and, whenever possible, choose a dish in a restaurant you've never eaten before. This type of micro-level pioneering spirit goes a long way toward accumulating moments of happiness. Every time we get out of our own box, we get a sense of accomplishment in return that feels priceless, and comes with an extra dose of joie de vivre. Number 6. Build a professional network. There are professionals for all areas of human life. No one can do everything for their livelihood these days, and that's a good thing. If you notice yourself falling into a dark hole psychologically, seek professional counseling. Options for therapy are ubiquitous these days and accessible to everyone. If you don't want to waste any more time cleaning or tidying up, offer someone else that job. The same goes for assembling furniture, personalized fitness training, and other tasks. You're not alone. There's a solution for everything and a professional to remedy any tricky situation. The more open you are to the idea of simply delegating various areas of your life, the more free time you'll have for yourself and your interests. After all, it doesn't always have to involve money. A barter-based deal can also add a fortuitous business relationship to your everyday life. Number 7. Treat yourself to a volunteer job or internship. That's right, you heard correctly. Be good to yourself and work for free. This is not a contradiction in terms. On the contrary, an honorary position not only trains our social muscle and helps us develop more understanding and compassion for others, we also learn a lot in the process, which in turn projects the happiness quotient in our own lives upwards to a significant degree. And even the bad model of unpaid internships has its good side if we look at it from the right perspective. Money is not always the best reward we can get for an activity. Gaining knowledge, making contacts, and building a personal network, as described earlier, are priceless benefits. Such activities can even help you to become clearer about your purpose. Number 8. Exercise should be fun. Those daily 10,000 steps are essential if we want to maintain our health. Make it fun to challenge yourself or track your accomplishments via an app every day. We humans love a sense of accomplishment. Number 9. Unplug occasionally for time offline. As much as the internet has changed our lives for the better, too much screen time brings with it a lot of negatives. It's been proven that scrolling meaninglessly through various social media platforms makes us more unhappy than happy. Rather, go offline and out into nature more often. Connecting with the natural world invariably benefits us. Number 10. Practice gratitude. The value of gratitude cannot be overstated. It shows us how much good we have in our lives. This daily balance makes us content and happy while attracting even more good. Our conclusion. It turns out, happiness is the best choice after all. Many people realize much too late what the basics are for a happy or at least a contented life. They spend half their lives fighting against themselves and others and their expectations, following invisible dictates. But there is really only one person who holds all the cards in their hands and decides how to live and how to spend their days. And that is us. If you liked today's video, please have a look at our website where you'll find many exciting topics to read about. You'll see the link in the video description. That's it for today. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.